Hey folks, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. So, last time we uncovered the truth about the Balist plot to assassinate various members of the society here in Baldur's Gate. And we dealt with the fallout of the murder of Father Lorgan and confronted the false, shape-shifted Dribbles the Clown, sending the circus into a bit of an uproar as the members of the circus became very upset as they learned of the death of Dribbles. Aside from Lucretius, who seemed mostly interested in updating her menagerie, updating her cast to replace him. And with that, we have some things we need to do in the rest of Rivington and Worm's Crossing and the lower city, and eventually the upper city, as this plot targets many members of Baldur's Gate. That being said, we're going to continue our exploration of Rivington here before we move on to Worm's Crossing. So we're going to get started with that today. Before we do, I was messing around with Tava's face a little bit, trying to get it a little bit more attractive, I guess. And off camera, I made a few more changes. So if we get a close-up of her, don't be surprised it's not exactly the same as what we had last time. But I've got it to a place where I'm just sort of okay with the way she looks. Anyway, getting back into the game here, we do need to now check out this area, the center of Rivington, and then this northeast quadrant, before moving on through the checkpoint where we defeated the Steel Watchman and into Worm's Crossing itself. We also have a little bit more of the coastline to explore, so there's lots to do still before we move on. Let's head out and see what we find. We do also need to discover, another thing we're working on is who was behind the blackmail in Gregorio, creating those explosive teddy bears. We're not sure. Let's come over this way for now. We've got some refugees, citizens, and we've got some laundry here, some more refugees. There is an open crate here we can look in. Just a bit of clothing out to dry, it seems. Now, interestingly, there's what appears to be... Maybe that's not blood. Maybe that's filth or waste. Not sure. Got a circus poster. These doors are locked, whatever this house is right here. Is this the back of Arthur's mansion? It is. Okay. So this probably leads down into the basement, which I think we've already seen. But let's go ahead and double check. Let's have Astarion get us inside real quick.
No one stopped me yet.
Is this the basement? Oh, this is a room we haven't seen, actually. Let's come on in. Okay, more traps it seems, perhaps?
No time to waste. That might be worth a look.
Okay, we've got something behind the wood pile over here. There is an abandoned house chest key, alright. Let's snatch that up with Tava. So apparently this is actually an abandoned house. So I suppose there's no reason we can't take anything of value we find. A shabby wardrobe. What else? Some food. And a pouch. In here we've got some alchemy ingredients. We'll take those. What else have we got? Beloved sons, a note. Beloved sons, I'm not waiting around for the absolute cultists to catch me. I'm heading for the tall timber. Look for me at the fishing hole where we caught that gar. It isn't much, but I left you all the gold. I'll manage without it. Now gear up and get out before it's too late. Remember your training. And Steve, don't drag your feet when you walk. You leave too obvious a trail. Alright, so this seems to be a note left by a father, perhaps, to two sons, telling them to meet at the fishing hole. And he's left behind a big tub of gold. It's probably better for us to have.
Be cautious.
Just because we're trying to save the city and all of its citizens, and any gold might help us. I suppose if we meet Steve or the other son somewhere, we could feel guilty about it later. For now, let's have Astarion disarm the trap on the chest and snatch up the gold inside. Okay, it's locked in addition to being trapped. Nice, 31. Good roll.
All's well that ends not as well as it could have.
A gold ingot and 157 gold. We'll take that. So what else do we have? Some crates. With some just basic clothing in them. Okay. Not that interesting. And then... I guess that's it for the basement here. We could check out the main house above. But isn't this... Yeah, this is Gregorio's house. So I guess there was like he had a sublet room down here. Is what it seems like. And, well, we've been inside and seen what there was to see, so let's move on. Okay. And a couple more crates over here. And here we have some more refugees. All right. A bit more to explore here. Yeah, nothing of value, really. Taking a look at the map, we're heading over to this east side, which we haven't seen yet. That's fine. We can check out what's over here. This, I guess, is an advertisement for the circus. Yeah, the circus really put up a lot of ads here. There's that friendly dog. I guess we're done there.
Speaking of which, I'm surprised you managed to get such a spread.
Ways and means there.
Somebody over here is having a picnic, it looks like. Let's check in with the picnickers, see what they have to say. Bogdan Vortlitzen.
Something's on my mind.
Fine day for it, eh? Got to enjoy things while they last, I suppose.
Okay.
Can I help you? This is a private picnic.
Oh, I'm just a heroic adventurer trying to save the city, ma'am. I'm just searching for changelings and
Enough times as it is. I can feel my face going flush.
other potential secrets and
Here was me.
whatnot. Got a haystack we can search. Let's do that. Oh, here comes another earthquake. Investigation failed. Yikes. Okay. Let's see if a little bit of guidance helps Shadowheart find whatever's in there. Failed. All right, we'll try Astarion, perhaps.
Well now, what have we here?
He does find something.
Hear something earlier.
An arrow of acid in the haystack. Interesting.
We're by a windmill, after all.
Okay.
Probably some
to rest.
cause.
He's the one who deserves to have it anyway, so that's fine.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Breeze. Are there any sausage rolls?
So we can go inside the windmill, check in there. You never know where you're gonna find, you know, like that arrow of acid, right? You never know when you're gonna find treasure, secrets, magical items, scrolls, anything that could help us in our adventure. Let's have Astarion here get us into the old rusty door.
No one back home will ever believe it.
Okay, inside the windmill. Okay, we can see that there's a hatch leading down to some sort of underground area. Perhaps there's something hidden down there? Something we can use? Let's see. We got 150 experience just for arriving here. There's a mind flayer sleeping here. Brain starved and sleeping. Okay. Brain starved. The creature's ability scores are reduced by 10 while racked with a ravening hunger for brain matter. Resistant to magic. Okay. So I think now we have met at least one friendly, or at least pseudo-friendly brain flayer, mind flayer, which is the Emperor, right? And the fact that this guy is brain starved suggests he's not eating people. So perhaps this is another person that we can interact with and gain some information, perhaps, or maybe a quest, something to help us on our journey I don't think we attack him directly while he's asleep. I think we go and speak with him and see what he has to say. Now, he might be so hungry that he just tries to eat us, in which case, obviously, we'll have to kill him. But he might be a good mind flayer, trying not to consume human beings. And in that case, we might want to hear what he has to say. So let's go check in with this guy.
What's up for discussion? Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate.
Yeah. Let's wake the newborn mind flayer. Oh, wait. So it's hungry because it's a newborn. So we can communicate with the Emperor here. This abomination's existence pollutes the very air. Try to end it. Stealth sneak away. Let's see if the Emperor contributes to the conversation, explains himself. Why does he think this is fortunate? Doesn't feel very fortunate.
Oh, but it is. This one has only just transformed. It is weak, vulnerable. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on. Kill it. Absorb its power. Just like you did before.
Well... this is tough. I kind of want to wake it up and see what it has to say. It's not going to present much of a threat to us, but the Emperor, our guide, an ally at this point, even if we're a little bit miffed at the fact that he lied to us for so long, is suggesting that we just kill it. You know what? Here's where I stand on this. We've done so many things in this game where we just ambushed and killed somebody before hearing what we had to say that we missed a lot of content. But on the other hand, I'm trying to roleplay Tava honestly. So these things are soulless creatures that are trying to take over. We do have this relationship with the Emperor, but he's a unique individual. He's telling us this one's weak because it's newborn, that it's brain starved, not because it's a good person trying to survive well, but because it's just been born and hasn't been able to feed yet. So roleplay wise, as much as I would like to see what it has to say, I think we'll follow the Emperor's suggestion here. This abomination's existence pollutes the very air. Try to end it. Well, we failed, apparently.
What? No! I've had so little time!
Okay, we go straight into combat. Well... So he's surprised. Oh, he's in trouble here. I think Karlach might one-shot him.
Cry about it.
Oh, we didn't get the crit or the kill. Okay. I suppose we'll just do it this way.
Recently, its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
Okay. Let's check out... Ooh, it had some orders. Maybe... Okay, so I guess we did do the right thing here. Mind Flayer Brain. This sticky graying mass exudes a slightly sweet putrid odor. So I have to eat the brain? Oh boy, not just the tadpole. Yikes. All right, Tava, you're getting closer and closer.
Can't wait to sleep.
You're getting closer and closer to being a monster yourself. Here's the windmill key. A heart-shaped rock. Ring of Truthfulness. You gain advantage on insight checks. Ooh. I don't think we have anybody who's going to wear that, but still, very interesting. It would have to be Tava, as she's the one who's usually doing damage. Usually doing checks for us. And yeah, I don't think she's going to wear it. Still a nice find, though. I could potentially replace this. I'm not always concentrating on spells. But no, I prefer the damage route. We'll take it. We'll take it with us, and we'll read the orders, but I don't think we're going to equip that. True Soul Alien, your time has come. The Absolute calls to all faithful, and you've been faithful indeed. Leave your barracks, leave your armor, leave all insignia of rank behind. You are part of the Flaming Fist no longer. You have been a loyal true soul, but soon you will be so much more. You will be one of us. All right, so I guess we made the right call there. He was not somebody we needed to talk to and gain information from. The Emperor really gave us good advice. That's something to keep in mind. What do we have? Fish here? Okay. Rotten mushrooms. What else do we have down here?
Looks empty. Looks empty.
And I guess the windmill key we don't really need, because he probably used it to lock the door behind him. More rotten food. There's a ball. Oh, there's another document here. Final warning. This is a note demanding that the miller pay off his debt, lest his creditors oust him and claim the mill for themselves. Oh, there was one useful thing in here. Send that to Astarion. Always use more thieves' tools, right? Never know when you're going to need more. Okay, it seems like the Mind Flayer himself and his parasite was the one thing of real value down here. Yeah. Okay. Let's get out of here and back to the surface, continue exploring, I suppose. We should probably spend our newly consumed tadpole. What do we want? We want to go full Illithid here, right? So expertise in persuasion, deception, and intimidation checks. That's actually not bad. Occasionally, we're very good at those, but occasionally they have high DCs. Mind Sanctuary, sculpt a magical nexus that allows those within to take actions and bonus actions interchangeably. That's actually interesting because somebody within could use their bonus action to take the attack action and get an extra attack. So that could be really... That actually could be pretty handy. It takes an action to use, but then it lasts for 3 turns. And then I guess those are the only 2 we haven't picked up yet. I'll pick up the expertise first. We use social checks quite a lot on Tava. So once we get this, we're gonna be like 100% every single power on Tava, which will be kind of interesting. I wonder if you probably get an achievement for that, right? Let's see, what are we doing now? I think we want to head off to the east. Try and fill out the right edge, the right side of the map here. Okay.
Need to find a way forward.
So, some exploration, one quick fight against a weakened Illithid when we had surprise on it. Not too hard of a fight. Let's check in with Tauncher Bellagio.
Quite a spot, eh? Knocks the breath out of me to get up here. But the views are worth it.
Okay. Just a friendly guy who came for a morning hike up here to get a look at the views. Over here, we do have what appears to be an abandoned camp of some sort.
Yeah, I need more pockets.
Now I wonder. No, I was gonna say, can I cast Speak with Dead on the chicken? But it's only for humanoids. Let's see what the dead chicken has on it. Nothing. Okay. And then we've got a backpack. Just a ball and a flute. Okay. This must be a chicken coop, I guess. And then we have reflections of a gullible prick. This stained tome records a long and arduous journey. I hoofed it to Baldur's Gate based on God's damn promise. They'll welcome you with open arms, my cousin said. Everyone has a home in the gate. 17 days I marched. 17 days of their whining toddlers and their piss reek. 17 days of howling wolves, huddling around sickly fires, and still that stench. Of course they didn't let us through when we showed up. Shoved us into a camp teeming with snivellers and sneerners. Had it with them, their sob stories, the entire gall of their presence. If I've got to be stuck outside the city, I'll make home in a chicken coop. Smells better than those shit-stained whelps called my cousins, at least. The rest of the text continues in a similarly aggrieved fashion. All right, so a thoroughly unpleasant person was here, and fortunately they're not here now to bother us with their complaining and whining and bitching and moaning. Okay, let's pop up a little higher here. We'll follow the edge of the map here. Make sure we explore every nook and cranny because this game's writing is absolutely incredible and everything we found has been really cool.
And let them marshal all their strength against us.
What if this is our people? What if this is the end?
Okay, this is a little bit dangerous.
We should end it on our terms, not hiding in fear.
This is a Gur camp. We've met one Gur before. That was the monster hunter back in the swamp.
Cazador's nest of serpents must be exterminated.
Who was after Astarion.
Nothing less will do.
And if our children still live,
I'll destroy
what will happen to them
every
if we
last
attack?
bloodsucker.
I share your fear, but we cannot build plans on fear. We will have to act for all our sakes.
Okay, so they're having a bunch of different conversations here. We get the gist of it. They're trying to figure out how to take out Cazador's nest. And so, because that Daywalker, we killed him, he's not here. Or, sorry, because that monster hunter was killed, he's not here. They don't know that Astarion is a Daywalker. And like him, they must assume that this can't possibly be a vampire because we're out in daylight. So we should be okay to talk to them as long as we don't give anything away.
We may shed blood tomorrow.
We need to find out information about Cazador and about his spawn. So let's have Tava go in and start talking to these people.
I should speak up. The hunter has nothing to say to you. He seems to have other things on his mind.
Okay, one of these folks is going to chat.
Rechtei Hathran Rust. Frey Valdiskdurovna. Frey Valdiskablast.
You've clearly walked into some kind of ceremony, but it's nothing that you recognize. You do recognize the language, however. These people are Gur, a tribe of monster hunters, just like the one you met in the Hag Swamp.
Im Orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra. So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you.
Oh, they recognized him. Okay. What do you want with him?
The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future. When we sent Gandrel after you, we wanted to interrogate you, to discover how to save our children and then destroy you. But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
Okay, so I think I sense an opening here, right? They want their children back, first and foremost, but they also want to destroy Cazador, and his spawn strengthen him. So if there's some way to get around that, they're probably willing to bite their tongues and strike a deal with Astarion. Agree not to attack him if he helps them with the information and possibly helps them against Cazador. So we may have aligned interests here. Astarion is free now.
Free? Not while his master still lives. But he has perhaps earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Cazador Zar's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Cazador like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead.
I'm not pleased to hear this story that that Astarion kidnapped a bunch of children and took them to the vampire. That's pretty I mean, we know he was under Cazador's direct control. Like, not even he ordered him to do it. He could physically force him to do whatever he wanted. But even so, that's pretty harsh. How can you be sure, Astarion?
I spent 200 years bringing him victims. Each and every one was whisked away to be fed on that night.
But you never saw him feed yourself. He could keep prisoners for days before killing them. If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
Well, certainly if we find the children, we'll do our absolute damned best to save them. And we're going to see Cazador anyway, so you owe them revenge, Astarion. If nothing else, you owe them that.
I suppose. Yes. Yes. Revenge, I can do.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done.
Okay. Well, that doesn't exactly help us figure out how to do what we need to do with Cazador, but at least it takes a little bit of pressure off our back. We know they're not going to attack us right now, so that's something.
We do nothing. The innocent.
I think we'll check in with some of these other folks and see if they have any information they can give us.
We are begging help from you, an outsider. I would follow Ulmer to the hells and back, but this does not feel right.
To lose our children is a tragedy. To fail so utterly in saving them is something else entirely. Ulmer insists the tribe is not cursed, but I have my doubts.
I pray you will succeed where we failed. Exterminate every last vampire parasite.
Okay.
No screaming children. No laughter. No scolding words. There is only silence and pain.
Yeah, well, I suppose if your children were all taken, that is the way you'd feel.
Our dead fought well. They died well. I hope I can live up to their example.
All right, so no real information for us, nothing to help us in our quest. We've got a lot to do in the city. I mean, it's not just Cazador. We've also got this like Baylight Tribunal thing where there's the murder plot, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on as well. Obviously, there's the Chosen and their absolute plot. There's just tons of stuff we need to take care of if we're going to truly save this city.
What's that?
Oh, hello.
They wasn't thinking. Starving folk tend not to.
If they just lined up and taken their fair shares, we'd have had plenty for everyone.
Okay, they're...
Won't get us fed and watered.
Yeah, we've got some refugees here talking about this, whatever happened to this cart. We've got 5 apples, potion of animal speaking, and 53 gold. We'll take that. Let's see what these guys are talking about and whether they have something we can do for them.
Fruit could have made. Now if you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was odd, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
Okay, so farmers here to help.
Take the wood from the cart too. We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
Back off. I found these apples first.
Yeah, okay. People fighting over food. Like, there's a dead chicken right here, you know.
Thinking.
There's a couple of dead chickens.
Starving folk tend not to.
They just lying down.
Oh, look, I found an egg that you missed. It's mine now. You're too busy fighting.
If won't get us fed and watered.
We have another dead chicken here. Lots of dead chickens. People are just killing all the chickens all the time. It's pretty nuts. Okay. We head back this way. Are we now... I think we're now done with the eastern edge of yeah. We've seen what there is to see, it seems. So, the only thing we're missing is this central section here. And I don't think we've been in Sword Coast Couriers. This is what? This is the news? The broadsheet distributor? Perhaps? Okay. Let's head
Scavenge wherever you can from the
due west here.
Grunch isn't looking so good, Neil. I know, but we need to get into the city. Can't leave Grunch behind.
At this point, we've seen most of Rivington, I think.
Have 'em.
Okay, up past Archer's Mansion again. We've made like 2 or 3 circles of the whole area as we explore and meet the locals and get a sense for what's going on and find various quests and secrets and bits of treasure. It's all very D&D-esque, and I'm loving every minute of it. Okay, I actually need to go back this way now.
Baldur's Gate is for Baldurians.
Well, it's the right.
So past the circus entrance and up to the right here.
Armor, bless the Rivington General.
Good job, gang.
Boys ready?
Should last us the journey.
Okay, lots more people here. I don't think we've been into whatever this building is.
Refugees traveling alone, or any stupid enough to leave camp. Remind them that this is our city, and we don't take kindly to parasites.
Are these guys planning an assault? Is that what's happening?
Best stick to the refugee camp, outsider, where you belong.
Oh, I hope you pick a fight with me, dumbass.
I'm not supposed to talk to outsiders.
Great. Another bloody outsider. You lot are coming out of the walls, aren't you?
All right. Super racist. Love it. I mean, not racist, super political, I guess. Like xenophobic. I guess xenophobic is the word.
City's rumor mill is going mad. Thieves, murderers, monsters. All hell's breaking loose. You look like you need to clean off the road, Dad. Almost as much as I do. No good inns with hot water and a tub on this side of the crossing, though.
Okay, she's friendly. What about this tiefling, Quinara?
I ain't looking to make friends or enemies. Go bother someone else.
Well, that latter part of your statement is wise, at least. That's more than I've seen from a lot of folks in the city. Zog?
If you're after a job, Neverwinter is on the lookout for adventurers. That's where we're headed.
Oh, going to Oh, they're an adventuring crew. Okay.
If you are in the market for potions, I highly recommend the Velveteen Elixir. I've not been this well stocked since Waterdeep.
I actually am on the lookout for various potions, mostly elixirs, so that's a good tip. So this is a little adventuring group trying to figure out where they're going to go because they're not happy here in the city. Let's check out what this building is. Smithy sign. Okay.
Rivington General.
Rivington General. All right.
If you're a customer, go down to the shop. Otherwise, clear off.
What do you sell?
Well, given this is in fact a blacksmith's, we sell things that need smithing. The shopkeeper can tell you more. Give the lazy sod something to do for once.
I wonder if this guy can handle infernal iron. Probably not, right? So lots of stuff to steal, but nothing all that interesting. Let's go into the shop proper and see if there's a merchant in here. This appears to actually be his home. So things of interest include these letters and documents. We've got letter from the Fulfilled Heart, dearest Gildro. Yeah, this is his personal home, I guess, but since we're in here, let's take a quick peek. My dearest darling Gildro, your last letter left me rather concerned. I think it's time you seek some professional counsel for your melancholy. Such things can't be left to brew away unchecked. You've always been a sensitive soul, and I know how heartbreak has always hurt you more than you let on. There's no shame in seeking a little aid, is there? I'm always here for you, you know that, but I'm no expert when it comes to these things, and I think you should find someone who is. I say this with all the love in the world. Please, at least think about it. Love always, Mama. Okay, so Gildro has had some recent heartbreak and depression. We have a letter here from the Fulfilled Heart. Dear Master Angliron, I'm exceedingly sorry to report that we are still unable to find someone who might be willing to meet with you. The men and women of the city can be so awfully picky sometimes. Might I suggest that you try submitting a portrait that presents you in a different light? Not that there's anything wrong with a blacksmith, but I wonder if that might be one of the prejudices that we are unfortunately running into where tastes are concerned. Of course, we won't stop trying to arrange something for you. As we like to say at the Fulfilled Heart, there are no lost souls, only those who've yet to find their home. Yours, encouragingly, Maestro Heartstrom. Alright, so he's turned to some sort of dating service in the city. We do have a hatch here, but it appears to be trapped. I'm not sure if that glow is about it being trapped or what. Or if she just noticed it. It would be, like, apparently trespassing he's fine with, but if we go down that hatch, he's gonna be angry. Or it would be considered a crime. Let's check, Iron Hand Gnomes are grievances. All know that the primal source of mechano-magical method and measurement is Geraldal Ironhand, gnomic deity of militant artifice. For generations, the Ironhand clan reverently toiled in their Baldur's Gate workshops, creating intricate devices of precision and beauty, crafting in peace alongside the sweatshops of lesser artisans. Sometimes in their generosity, the Ironhands even shared methods with these others. But then did the adherents of the thief god Gond, in their hubris, found a house of wonders and arrogate to themselves the labor and credit of all mechano-magical works in Baldur's Gate. And many gnomes did join the Gondians, to their shame. And the voice of Geraldal spoke to Wolverforce Bongal and said unto him, Suffer not these Gondians to steal thy livelihoods. And so Wolverforce spake out against the Gondians, citing the flaws and errors in their shoddy works, rightly extolling the superiority of the creations of the Ironhands. In response, the Gondians, in their envy and choler, did utter vile slander and calumny against the Ironhands, and Wolverforce was wroth. There followed the death of Wolverforce in the unfortunate rune powder incident, and the Ironhands, with the complicity of the Flaming Fist, were driven from the city into woeful exile. Alright, so a couple of guilds fought over magic items, I guess, and the gnomes are pissed off, and they've recorded their objections. Now, this guy's name is Gildro Angliron, right? Okay. I am curious to know what's down the hatch. Given the number of shapeshifters in the city, I think it's fair to say that it's within our rights to violate the law here by investigating. Now, wait a minute, where is Astarion? Where's he gotten off to? He's talking to someone?
Stand here and wait. Cazador must be destroyed.
Wow. Okay. Do you want to come back to the team? I didn't realize he was stuck in a conversation there. Let's see. Have I been down? No, I haven't been down there, I don't think. It's so hard to tell. I want to go, okay, I want to go left from wherever I am. Where is he?
Watch your back.
Okay, here we go. Let's go catch up with the others. And we'll see what's down the hatch.
Here we are, Griselda.
Wait a minute. No, I want to go this way.
Hadn't burnt our farm, though.
Right? They're over here? I think so. Oh, look, they're all following. Yeah, we were in here at the Rivington General. Well, we went around back, right? Yeah, okay. It's a little bit of a confusing space. We haven't actually been down into the main market square here. Okay, now we've got the team back together. All 4 of us. Let's close the door. We'll sneak up. And we'll head down this hatch. Now, I'm not sure if it's trapped or not. But we don't have a choice other than to use it. Let's turn off the giant shining light from Tava. And let's head down in here. Let's see what we find.
Locked from the other side. I wonder what it's hiding.
Interesting. Okay, so we can't. Fair enough. In that case, I guess our next chance is to go back down into the center of town and check out the storefronts that are available. So this is supposed to be a shop, right? He said go see my... Oh, maybe it's down here? Yeah, it must be down there then. Okay. I did notice, however, that there's a way up to this roof. So maybe we'll check that out. So this building is attached. This must be the storefront. Okay, so I think there's no secrets up here. I think this is just to let us get on the roof in case there's a combat in the middle of town. You know, for like positioning and whatnot, to make the fight more interesting. So let's head down this way and check out the front door.
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right paper.
We've got a few more folks over here talking. Sylvie Summerworth.
Do not, under any circumstances, employ Sword Course couriers. Their service is appalling.
Okay, she's mad about the couriers somehow?
What did the postmaster say? Do me a favour. Box my ears in. I can't listen to any more whining about missing letters.
All right, something's going on at the post office, it sounds like. Maybe a shapeshifter's stealing mail?
Forgive me, but I must attend to my friend. She's most upset about the post.
Okay. Looks like this is the door actually into the sales part of the shop.
Absolute army.
All right, let's go see what's for sale in here.
Hi, welcome to the Rivington General. Browse carefully. The weapons are sharp.
Okay, so this is his apprentice or his sales lady clerk or whatever. Ex-Vikyup, a dragonborn.
Hi. Want a blade or a bow or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing? You look like you know how to use a spear. Buy a spear. What'd you say, huh?
That's your sales technique? Just cajoling? So you're the one that sells the smith's weapons?
Yep, that's me.
Grumpy fella, isn't he?
On the outside. But he's a softy at heart. Like molten steel. Also, he's a living legend. Do you know he's won Best Smith in Rivington 7 years in a row? And he says that if I move enough stock, I might even get to have a go on the anvil.
Looks like we've got the solution to his romance woes right in front of us. Wow. Some of these dialogue options are a bit harsh. Let's see if I can help boost your sales figure. Show me what you got.
Oh, yay!
All right, do you have anything good? All right, well, she's got some things. Let's see what we've got here. A bunch of arrows. Arrow of humanoid slaying? Wow, that's pretty rare. I've never even heard of that before. I'm probably not going to buy the arrows, let's be honest. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Ambusher. We've got a short sword here. Sentinel weapon, gain a +1 bonus to initiative rolls and advantage on perception ability checks. In combat, you deal an additional 1 to 6 necrotic damage against creatures that haven't taken a turn yet. That's a pretty good weapon. I don't think it's better than what we have for whoever would use it. Just some standard +1s. And then, what is this? The Dancing Breeze. A +2 glaive. Unlocks whirlwind attack. All nearby foes. Melee, brace, lacerate, and rush attack. Okay. It's a finesse glaive? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Dexterity instead of strength. And then obviously extra reach. So the finesse must be what makes it so extremely rare. Because this once per short rest whirlwind attack, not really worth it. Standard +2 weapon would just be blue, not purple. It's got to be the fact that it's a finesse glaive here. We don't have a build for this, but that's okay. Let's see what else we've got here. Bone spike garb, very rare clothing. So this would theoretically be for Karlach. Slab jaw determination. You gain 15 temporary hit points whenever you rage. Not bad. Exoskeletal endurance. Reduce all incoming damage by 2. When the wearer is struck by melee attack, the attacker takes 1 piercing damage. Reduce all incoming damage by 2 is not bad. We have another way to gain rage. What is she actually wearing here? So this increases her strength score by 2, and she can't be pushed against her will. What is her natural strength score? I don't know. This might be worth this might be worth buying. It's 2,200 gold. But more sources of temporary hit points is great. Reducing all damage by 2 is good. And melee attackers take 3 piercing damage if Karlach is wearing it. That does seem very, very good. I think I might wear that. I think her strength is at 18 naturally. Which means we're getting a +2 bonus here. Yeah, strength is at 18. I can't remember if she gets another ASI anytime soon. So we'd be losing 1 attack, essentially, and 1 damage from wearing this, and we'd lose Bull Rush and the Unwavering Bull thing. But I think this is better for her. I think I am going to purchase this, and I think we're going to equip it right now. Yeah, so our damage and attack rolls go down by 1, which is, yeah, I'm not happy about, but I feel like reducing all incoming damage by 2 and throwing 3 piercing damage to anybody on every attack is really good. Like, really good. She takes a lot of hits. Obviously, ranged attacks won't do much, but I think that's a good purchase. We've also got +2 breastplate. That's not interesting. Elven Chain. Elven Chain is very nice. You don't have the disadvantage on dex saves. Stealth, rather. And you're considered proficient while you're wearing it, so anyone can wear this, regardless of proficiency. It is a nice to have, but we have better stuff at the moment. So, like, we could put it on Astarion, perhaps. What is he wearing right now? Penumbral armor. While obscured, gains a bonus. Actually, you know what? Maybe we will buy the Elven Chain for him. +2 bonus to initiative rolls, advantage on dex saves. AC bonus from dexterity limited to +2. So actually his AC would go down, wouldn't it? Yeah, he's getting +5 from not wearing... yeah, the dex bonus here is limited to 2. That's a shame. That's a really cool piece, though. What else have we got here? Half plate armor, hide armor, leather armor, plate armor, scale mail. There's plenty of +2 armor if we want it, but we don't. And then we have Swire's sled board as a shield. The shield shrouds the wearer with force conduit at the start of its turn in combat. There's force conduit. Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage against the affected entity is reduced by 1 per turn remaining. Okay. So it gets -1 to damage and the shield bash. Is there somebody... What is she using here? She's using... Yeah, the +1 to spell save DC. And Tava's got a +3 shield here. I think that's nice, but I don't think it's better than what we're actually using. I think the damage reduction doesn't beat out the AC increase. So we'll leave that here for now, but we'll remember we can come back and get it. And then she's got a pair of Stalker gloves. Seldom caught unawares, you gain a +1 bonus to initiative rolls. And Skullduggery attack. Your sneak attack deals an additional 1 to 4 force damage. Ooh. And what is he actually wearing? Troubadour. Okay, so this increases his armor by 1. But this increases his sneak attack damage and gets him a +1 bonus to initiative. Oh, that's a hard choice. I like them both. I mean, +1 AC is fantastic. But honestly, here in Act 3, we're getting hit all the time. It might be better to do more damage and act sooner. So I am going to buy these for him. And we'll equip them. And if we feel like we made a mistake, we can always put the AC gloves back on. That puts him at 19. Okay. That's a pretty good set of wares. We found some good vendors here.
Want less? Want to sell? Want to buy? You know where I am. Bye!
All right. Yeah, we found some good vendors here in Baldur's Gate, or at least in Rivington. We're not quite into the city proper yet. Obviously, there's a little kind of quest there that we haven't quite tripped the flag for to get this guy a girlfriend, I think. And then we've got tons more to explore here. We're basically done with Rivington proper. I think we do need to go down to the coast over here and maybe check around. Maybe there's something... Yeah, I think we check the coast and then we go into Worm's Crossing and start exploring there. But we're going to do that next time. For now, we're going to take a break. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Lots of cool stuff to explore and the occasional combat here in the early stages of Act 3. But I'm sure there'll be a lot more combat to deal with as we get further in. So look forward to that. And in the meantime, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
They take your gold